What's going on? Gary Semics back at you here again. I want to talk about shifting today, mostly shifting. Of course, it's very important to be in the right gear at the right time, but how do you keep stirring that tranny to always be there? That's really important, because also what makes it more difficult is your different body positions. I think a lot of beginner riders, when they first learn to shift, they think they always have to move back on the seat to upshift. But that's not the case. When you're in the front of the motorcycle, you have to lift your whole foot up off the shifter to shift. Same thing when you're standing up. You know, if you make your shifter low enough to shift real easily when you're in the forward body positioning, it's going to be too low. So again, when you're forward, you have to lift your whole leg up to shift. Downshifting, of course, is really easy. But having that shifter adjusted right is also very important. You want that shifter to be just at least as high as the foot peg, if not just a tiny bit higher. That way it's good for getting your foot under it to upshift, and it's still good to get your foot on top of it to downshift. If it's too low, you're going to have trouble getting your foot under it, especially if you're back a little bit. And you could get it knocked out of gear in deeper ruts. But when you're upshifting, your body position is way forward. You can see how far my knee is forward, my body's real forward. You have to come up and grab the shifter up off the foot peg and down. You can't rotate your ankle high enough to upshift when your body position is forward. So lifting up to do it is the way to go. The other really important thing relating to shifting is the clutch. I see on the message boards, there's all kind of opinions out there about should you use the clutch when you upshift? Do you have to use it? Should you use it when you downshift? What's the differences? Well, believe me, you want to use that clutch when you upshift, whether you're power shifting or not. You should always nip the clutch when you hit your upshift. It should just become an automatic reflex reaction. When you're downshifting, you don't have to use the clutch because there's no real power and force on the transmission when you downshift. Now you can shift without the clutch, even upshifting, but I wouldn't recommend it. You're more likely to miss the gears. You're more likely to wear out your shifting dogs on your transmission too. And that could be really dangerous if it starts popping out of gear, false neutrals. So using that clutch and throttle together, not of course the clutch and throttle together, but also the clutch and shifter together when you're upshifting is very important. And there's so much more that goes into clutch, throttle, and shifting. So much more that I made a complete DVD all about that. Volume 3, DVD number 3, clutch, throttle, and shifting control. Check it out. You can order it from one of the links on the page here in the website. And also, if you're not already a member of my blog, you can get notices whenever I blog, upper right-hand corner. So I hope you're getting the techniques you need. Hey, if you're really serious and you want to learn the techniques of motocross, start riding faster, smoother, with more control, consistent, staying safe, check out my DVDs. You can get free previews of all of them. We have value packs. It's a great learning tool. Read some of my testimonials, and I'm sure you'll be happy with it. All right? So until next time, ride hard, ride smart.